Welcome back to the cutting board. I'm here today with Rose Nunes again, and Rose is here to show us how to make a quinoa burger, which is going to be really good because you can eat it as you've made it, but you can also freeze these and use them later on, so you can make a whole bunch at once. So Rose, how are we going to make this quinoa burger?
Okay, so first we start with 1 cup of uncooked quinoa that I cooked in vegetable broth that I made myself and added to water. So we cook that, and that's how much you get from just 1 cup of uncooked quinoa.
So that's a lot of quinoa.
Yes.
And
so
quinoa is really good because it's a complete protein. So we're actually really making a burger that's going to help fill you up and be really, really good for you.
Yes. And it's always special to get kids that sometimes if you make it in a salad or something like that, they won't eat it. But in the burger, they will eat it.
Now, you could just cook the quinoa plain.
Yes, that's true too.
But you're cooking it in the vegetable broth for more flavor.
Some more flavor, yes.
Excellent.
And then also 1 cup of soy protein, also uncooked. And then once you
cook it,
once you not really cook it, but you hydrate it, then you get this much.
All right, so we're getting a lot of protein here. The soy protein, the protein from the quinoa.
So we mix that together here. And then to that we add 1 tomato, chopped. About 2 bunches of green onions. 3 to 4 medium carrots, grated.
So these are all building flavor.
Yes. About half a bunch of parsley, chopped also. And let me mix this.
So when we make this recipe, about how many burgers are we going to get out of this?
We get, depending on how big you make them, 20
burgers.
Like
so definitely enough to have leftovers to freeze. I noticed that it's really bright and colorful. The green from the onions and the parsley is really shining out here.
Yes. And now we add about a tablespoon of oregano and 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And then about half a teaspoon of seasoning. You can use Veggie.
Or you can watch right here, and on that video it'll show you how to make a chicken seasoning for yourself.
Yes. So basically any kind of seasoning that you prefer, you can add that. And you're going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper to taste. That depends on how hot you like it.
I might add a little more.
And about 6 tablespoons of Bragg's amino acids.
Okay. Now, could you use soy sauce
instead
of the Bragg's?
You can use soy sauce too. I really like the taste of this, so that's what I prefer to use. But basically in soy sauce. We are not going to add any extra salt because the Bragg's has salt, the seasoning has salt. So unless you use a different kind of seasoning, because here you can use any kind of seasoning that you like, then we're not going to add any more salt. That's going to be enough. Okay, so we have this mixed here. Now we are going to blend.
And we can see all that. It's really colorful. And it's not ready to be a burger yet.
Not yet.
So now we're ready for our wet ingredient, I guess.
Okay, so we're going to blend it. Here we have like 1 onion. And if you have like a small onion, you can use 1.5, 2, or 1 big onion. It really depends on your taste. And about 3 tomatoes. We just rough chop them. So
regular size tomatoes.
Yes. Just add that all in there. And then we have about 6 cloves of garlic. And then we have 4 tablespoons of chia seeds.
Chia seeds are important because chia seeds, when they hit the liquid, the water, they're going to expand and they're going to release a gel. And that gel is going to help bind the burger.
Yes. And we're going to add some water here.
About how much?
About half a cup to, about half a cup should be enough. Basically just enough to get it blended. We'll keep it here in case we need to add some more. Okay, so now we're going to blend it. Okay, so we have that blended. And now we add that here. It's very strong, you can smell the onions.
Definitely. And the garlic.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of that garlic smell as well.
So now we are gonna mix it.
Now, I noticed that you have flour here as well. Are you
We're-
going to add this flour in?
We're gonna add a little bit of flour here just to help it bind a little bit better.
So since the flour here is not really being used in a major way, just to help with the binding, so far this is a gluten-free recipe as well.
Yes.
So if you wanted to, you could use a gluten-free flour as a substitute
Exactly.
here as well.
And you can even leave it the way it is without anything, but it might be a little bit crumbly as it once it bakes, because it's not gonna bind completely. And it's just a little bit, so you can use, I don't know, rice flour or
You can use a
some other
gluten-free flour if you need to.
Yeah. And it's not too much, about like 2 tablespoons should do it. Okay, so now we have it all mixed together here, so we're ready to make our burgers. I'm gonna be using a cook cutter, a round one, and you don't really need to. You can just shape on the pan with the spoon. But if you want them all to look the same, it's a good idea to use the cook cutter. So we're gonna get about 2 scoops of the mixture, and then just press it down a little bit. And then just kind of shape it there a little.
So we've got that great texture, and the shape is appropriate, so it's going to fit right into our burger bun.
Yes.
And once you're done putting these in, we're going to get them in the oven.
Yes.
Now, at what temperature are they going to bake?
It really depends. I would say 350, but it depends on the oven. The one I had before was 350, and that's perfect for that. The one I have now, it has to be 380, 390.
So if it was at 350, for how many minutes?
I'd say about half an hour, 40 minutes.
So we're going to do half an hour at 350. We're going to check them. This oven's pretty good. We're going to make sure that they're good. If not, we're going to give them another 10 minutes. And then we're going to be eating our burgers.
Yes.
The smell, the aroma that we get from these is really strong, very beautiful. It's something that you're really going to want to eat just from that smell while it's warm. We've got them finished here, and they are burgers ready for us to actually eat in a burger, which is what we're going to do right now.
Yes.
Once you've got your burger, you can, of course, make the burger however you like. And I just want to try one of the burgers on their own before I actually start here. I want to see if we can get some of those flavors. So you've got a really good texture, and you can really taste all the flavors that we put in there. And I can really taste the tomato, and it really helps to bring out all the other flavors to have that tomato. So
Yep.
you made yours, I made mine. We're going to go ahead and eat these. Join us again on the cutting board to get more great recipes just like this.